did you get into this mostly because it was like a progression? Obviously you've hunted your whole life. So where did the wheels start to turn for you back, sounds like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, that you started to think, okay, this probably could be something to get into. And it just seems like, because everyone I talk to seems like it starts as, I might give it a shot, and then turns into that's all people start using are these guns. How did that snowball for you?
Well, I always hunted, of course, the small game, the pigeons at the dairies and stuff a lot. And I had some lesser powered 50 caliber air guns that were fun to go shoot. And I actually ended up selling them because I always dreamed, I thought it'd be really neat if I could hunt big game with these. I really want to do that. And before I started hunting with the air gun, most of my hunting was done with archery equipment. I'd hunted enough stuff with firearms, and I wanted something more of a challenge. I enjoy being closer to the animal. I don't like, I don't take long shots. You guys are shooting 500, 800 yards on big game, and that's cool. But for me, it doesn't really do anything for me. I really like to be in tight with them, and the archery equipment did that for me. And in 2013, when Arizona finally legalized it, it was like I was born again. I was done hunting. I hunted so much. I guided, and it was just getting to be old hat to me. And when they legalized big bore hunting, that freshened the pot, and I took off again, just like a kid.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's exciting to hear these stories of folks that it becomes that enthralling for people, and it seems like it just sucks you in with all the little details of it.
Oh yeah.
So tell me, so you said also over the phone that you do a lot of work on the advocacy side at the state level, which is great. I mean, a lot of folks, it's been a lot of grassroots efforts, it seems like, over the last really the last 20 years, as the technology has started to catch up. And obviously the last couple of years, it's exploded. A couple years ago, I remember there was like 7 states that were legal, and now there's something like upwards of 18, 19, 20, 21, I think, the last time I checked, that you can hunt, big game animals in. So how did the advocacy side for you get started, and what do you do? You said you go and do demos all across the country?
I've done several, yeah. And it's kind of started Arizona. We did demo with Arizona, and we had, 70 some officers and some directors there on that one. And then some people got my name, and the Idaho Fish and Game called me up and said, "Hey, would you like to come and present the Airguns to us?" I said, "Yeah, by all means." And I can't do a lot of them because I do it all on my own. Nobody sponsors me. So when I save up enough money and I start talking to a fish and game department and ask them if I can come do it, and a lot of doors have been shut in my face in the previous years because there wasn't many states doing it, and they look at it as some kind of voodoo. They're afraid of it. They don't want to legalize any new methods and stuff like that. But some states are very open to it. So, Idaho was my first big win. And the elk in Arizona and stuff, there was a good push on that. And some of the places that I've done, I actually wanted to go hunt. Had some friends ask me to come hunt, but air guns aren't legal. Hawaii is one of them. You can hunt on private property in Hawaii with an air gun, but you cannot hunt on state land with an air gun legally. You can't even shoot Tweety birds. They have massive issues over there and problems with predation, as far as like the mongoose and the pigs and the deer and stuff like that are moving into the bird habitat. And Hawaii has a huge wild bird population, and some of these animals are taking that away, the deer and the pigs and things like that. So Hawaii, I worked with them for 2 years and so far, and they shut it down, but they finally did put it in the regulations that it's legal to do on private property where it never was written. So we got that done. I did a full 1-day seminar. They brought biologists from every island over, and we did a full day seminar with the different guns and what can be done with them. And it was a great deal. They were very receptive, but in the end, they're still kind of sitting on the fence on it. They shot it down, and they didn't throw it away. It's still sitting on the shelf. So we're still working on it.
Well, the interesting thing about Hawaii is I did a lot of research. I was trying to go over last winter, but then COVID shut everything down. Um, it seems like a lot of the good axis deer hunting is on private ground anyway. So I think
Yeah.
there's probably a window there. Sounds like that could be a great experience. I think I explained that one of the things we're going to try to do here on the platform is build cool experiences for membership, and that might have to be one to look into
Oh
to get
yeah. Yeah.
together.
Lanai is the most popular place
Mhm.
for all of the hunting as far as the mouflon and the axis. But we're still working on it. We're going to try to get it through. And one of their big concerns was power. They were really, really worried and concerned about power. About, are those guns good enough? Do they have the power to take an axis deer?
Well, if you show them that video, and I've seen the video of your eland, when I was doing research for this whole project, actually that was one of the first videos that I came across was you shooting that eland. Um, so I think that should probably quell all concerns there.
Yeah, we have a video that we put together for the fishing game, just a little thumbnail thumb drive that, it shows a bunch of just kills basically. And, even though they watch that, they still have their concerns about it. And even though they watch the gel presentation and ballistic gel. So it's a hard road for us air gunners, but with what you're doing, this is going to help tremendously to push this forward.